Are you one of those people who are trying to figure out just why they can't get out of their middle-class living standard? Well, watch this video till the end to figure out if you have fallen into one or more of these 10 middle-class money traps. Don't miss out on number 1. Let's get started. Number 10. Having no idea how much you spend. In our daily lives, we know someone who always has no money. When you ask them about it, "Hey, but you make so much, where do it all go?" Well, in return, these type of people always has a single answer: "I have no idea." Here, ladies and gentlemen, is the first thing to avoid: not knowing where your money goes. You need to always have some sort of budget, or at least you should have some sort of track on your spending. If you do, you'll probably find some unnecessary things that are leeching out all of your money. Number 9. Uninformed investments. Trying to invest is a good thing, but investing without any prior information or with wrong information can be as devastating as gambling addiction. You need to first educate yourself on investment basics, risks, and potential returns. For example, a $10,000 investment with a 7% return over 30 years could yield over $682,000, but with a 10% increase, you can yield over $1,260,000. That's the difference between a good choice and a 3% better choice. Number 8. The pitfalls of active trading. We know that trading is usually regarded as one of the better choices, but trying to trade frequently to beat the market can lead to poor outcomes. Instead, it's better to stick to a steady, long-term approach in your investments. For example, focusing on strategies like matching the performance of the S&P 500, which has a 10% annual return, results in being more effective than complex trading tactics. Even successful investors like Warren Buffett acknowledge the challenge of frequent trading. This shows the importance of patience and focus on long-term goals. So, rather than getting caught up in constant trading, it's smarter to stay committed to a simple and consistent investment strategy to avoid the risks associated with trying to beat the market through frequent transactions. Number 7. Overlooking tax optimization. Ignoring tax optimization means missing out on saving huge amount of money. To keep more of what you earn, use retirement accounts wisely, explore real estate opportunities, and plan your taxes strategically. In real life, optimizing taxes can help you keep 20 to 30% more income, making a big difference in your overall financial well-being. Understanding and using smart tax strategies is like holding onto more of your money, which is essential for long-term financial stability. So, always remember to consider tax planning as a basic part of your financial plan to get the most out of your earnings and secure your financial future. Number 6. Fear of change. We understand that it's more comfortable to stay in your default environment, but fear of change can slow down your financial progress. To secure lasting financial freedom, you have to deal with discomfort and be open to changes in your career, lifestyle, or location. Those who overcome this fear often find more fulfilling financial situations. Staying in your comfort zone may feel safe, but it can limit your financial success. Don't let fear keep you in your middle-class lifestyle, but go out and achieve all your goals. Take your fears by the collar, stand in front of them, and your future self would thank you for this step. Because when you'll be on your deathbed, you won't regret about the risks you have taken, but those you didn't. Number 5. The power of home ownership. Many people who stay in the middle class have no idea how much better it is to have a house than be on rent. Recent data from the Federal Reserve shows that homeowners have an average net worth of $255,000, much higher than rent earners at $6,000. This is because homeowners build equity through mortgage payments, and home values tend to rise over time. A home can be a valuable asset that can be sold, rented out, or used to secure financing. Overspending on a home can hurt your finances as well. For example, if you buy a $300,000 home with a 20% down payment and a 4% interest rate, your monthly mortgage is around $1,146. Being smart about your choices ensures financial security. You will need to prioritize a secure investment rather than going for extravagant features. Number 4. Habitually borrowing money. Borrowing money as a habit, especially when you're young, can lead to long-term financial problems. Many young people get excited about taking out loans for things like college or cars, but they don't realize how long it takes to pay off those debts. Whether it's credit cards, student loans, or car loans, the repayment can stretch for years or even decades, trapping you in a cycle of debt. Avoiding this trap is one of the first steps for financial stability and progress. Even small debts can add up. making it hard to make any real headway in your finances. The best way to get out of the cycle of interest from the loan you have taken is to avoid it in the first place. The loan can fix your current problem in the short term, but in the long run, it will arise some unseen problems. Number 3. Buying more liabilities than assets. So, one of the main differences between a rich person and a middle-class person is their thought processes. A middle-class man will always first try to pay off all his debts and then go ahead to make some assets, but a rich man will do the opposite. He will first build his assets and then use the money derived from the assets to buy liabilities. This is the reason why a rich man is rich and a poor man is poor. Basically, what happens is that a middle-class person will spend all his life trying to pay back the loans and use the remaining money to create some assets here and there. But by the time they pay back all their debts, they're already 40 or 50 and they don't have the time left to build new assets and go out to live a fancy life. Number 2. Trying to look rich. One of the main reasons most people can't get out of their middle-class lifestyle is their mentality. They will spend unnecessary money on so many useless things just to look rich in front of other people. This is the middle-class mentality, to buy things you don't need with the money you don't have. Sure, your ego will boost when you buy a fancy house and when people will sing your praises, or they'll be so jealous of you, just the way you want it. But trust me on this one, the momentary feeling of gratification or pride will only last that moment. But then, when you have to pay back the loan of these purchases, this is when you start regretting these decisions. You won't have a paycheck big enough to sustain all your debts, house installments, and living expenses, while leaving room to make any assets. This is when your future self stops appreciating things you did in the present. Number 1. Neglecting emergency preparedness. Neglecting an emergency fund is a common mistake that can leave you vulnerable to unexpected money troubles. It's crucial to prioritize building an emergency fund covering 3 to 6 months of living expenses. Think of it as a financial safety net for situations like sudden medical bills or job loss. Having this fund prevents you from relying on high-interest debt during tough times. Real-life scenarios such as a medical emergency highlight the importance of having this safety net. But currently, the people who save this fund are rare. The situation is so bad that according to the 2023 Federal Reserve Bank, 37% of Americans have no savings, and only 41% have less than 3 months of expenses saved. Well, there you have it. 10 money traps for middle-class people that are not letting you get out of your current lifestyle. So, if you keep these traps in mind, you may be able to avoid them and have a chance to improve your life. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll be coming with more videos like this to help you get out of your middle-class zone and elevate your lifestyle. Till then, comment down below one piece of advice that has the potential to change someone's life. Until next time, goodbye.